Good evening, Griffin Lutheran Church and friends.
Well, you beat me today.
I did. I got it in quick. So quick.
Good evening, St. John Lutheran Church friends and family, wherever you may be. Happy 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
You see, we dressed for the occasion. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I've been a little chilly because Sam and I and Christopher are all fighting sinus infections, but we're getting better.
I'm praying that I don't get it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't ever get anything, hardly ever, so, you know.
Well. Oh.
But so far, you still sound normal, so. So we're wearing our red, white, and blue.
We are.
In honor of the 4th of July.
Happy birthday, America.
Yeah.
America.
And if you watch this later, if you've been on the road or you watch, you know, we hope everybody has a safe and happy 4th of July, wherever they may be. This is our, as we've shared before, this is our first 4th of July in Georgia since we moved down here. We moved down at the end of July 2014, and we've spent, I think, every 4th of July, including last year, in the Midwest with, I think, with my family or in Kansas City. We were in one of the other.
Well, and I was just trying to think, and Mary, you probably can answer this, about, I've been saying on my devotions about how this is be the first time that I have preached on a 4th of July weekend, and specifically on July 4th, since I don't know when.
Yeah, I don't know when either.
I don't know if we have.
I know, because we've been gone. We've always been on vacation for the last 11 years.
Well, 11 years for sure.
Yeah.
But even before then, we tended to be over over with your family.
Yeah, so this is a big deal. Who knows what we'll do next year, but this year we're here, we're in town, and we're going to go enjoy some fireworks tomorrow night, and we're also invited to another person's house on Sunday night, and they have lots of fireworks.
Yeah,
so
we'll just be.
we should have a good weekend, but we got to, Sam and I will keep getting better and take it easy, but
And hopefully Christopher gets better too.
yes.
And after that, we get our band being better too.
Well, Christopher had a great week at Camp Calvin in Hampton, Georgia. It is a Presbyterian camp, and they had a special needs camp for teenagers and young adults, and this is his second time, I think, going.
Yes. Yep.
He went in 2019, and he loved it. He had a great week. And even though he was fighting the sinus stuff all week, well, we all kind of, Samuel got it first, because the director said, well, sorry we gave you that. And we said, no, you didn't give it to us.
It's all Samuel's fault. Just remember, when in doubt, blame Samuel. That's our
Poor
goal.
child.
Thank you.
Poor
I
child.
feel so appreciated.
So anyway, but with that, we move on to our 4th of July jokes and
Trivia.
trivia, which I may share a little bit of it since I found it.
That's true. I am so thankful with our rushing around today that I have someone that helped me find trivia tonight.
Well, you know, I was interested because
Yes.
it's an interesting thing, and there's a lot that was very interesting. The only one I didn't copy one page of it, but I can tell you what it said. So, all right.
Let's
So,
hear some jokes.
okay, if you crossed a patriot with a curly-haired dog, what would you get?
What would you get?
I'm a Yankee Poodle dandy, Yankee Poodle dog am I. That's a great song. How come there aren't any knock-knock jokes about America? Because freedom rings.
Oh.
By the way, that reminds me, for those of you who are staying home on the 4th of July, be sure to check out PBS. They're bringing back, last year they had to, you know, because of COVID, they weren't able to do the annual 4th of July that they have in Washington, D.C. It's always really cool to watch, and they usually run it back to back, so if you don't catch part of it one time, you'll catch it later. But it's always, I find it really great and really moving. My mom always loved to watch it on the 4th of July, and we'd usually catch part of it with her. So, in between seeing fireworks and Hannibal. So, what kind of tea did the American colonists want?
Okay.
Liberty.
Oh, very cute.
What's the difference between a duck and George Washington? One has a bill on his face, and the other has his face on a bill. I should have the bill here. I should have brought it. What did the colonists wear to the Boston Tea Party?
What did they wear?
T-E-A shirts. T-shirts. What was was George Washington's favorite tree?
What was George Washington's favorite
Not a
tree?
cherry tree, obviously.
The infantry.
The infantry.
Ah.
What would you get if you crossed George Washington with cattle feed? That's kind of a weird one. The fodder of our country.
Okay.
F-O-D-D-E-R.
Yes.
I know,
Yes.
it's kind of
Yes.
weird.
Got it.
What was the most popular dance in 1776? Independent dance. Okay, one more and then I'll stop. I'll have more for later. What does the Statue of Liberty stand for? It's
What
kind of
does it
weird. You
stand
can't
for?
sit down.
Wait, say that again?
What does the Statue of Liberty stand for?
What does the Statue of Liberty stand for?
It can't sit down. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't like that.
I think you need another one.
Yeah, okay.
After that one, you need
Why?
it.
All right.
Oh, it's saying why can't the Statue of Liberty? Why does the Statue of Liberty stand?
Because you can't sit down.
Yeah.
What do you get when you
Okay.
cross a dinosaur with fireworks?
Okay.
Dynamite! I don't remember you. If you're older, you should remember J.J. Walker saying that all the time. All right, your turn.
All right. So Sam,
Yeah.
when did we declare our independence?
1776.
What day?
It's June. It wasn't July 4th.
Yeah.
Well, no,
that
that
is
was,
correct, Sam. It was not July 4th.
It was
What day
actually-
was it?
it was in September.
No.
Right? No, was it?
No.
Was it in the fall?
No, it was actually today. It was actually 2 days
So
before.
happy Independence Day today.
Yes. We declared we actually declared independence on July 2nd, and it was published in papers on July 4th.
Oh, I thought it was that July 4th was when the Constitution was not the Declaration of Independence.
Constitution's much later.
No, the Declaration of Independence was made law.
Well, no, the Declaration of Independence was drawn up in a paper on July 4th, but we actually declared our independence on July 2nd.
Oh.
But, speaking of which, how many people actually signed the Declaration of Independence by July 4th?
How many people signed the Declaration of Independence by July 4th?
Only 2.
Hmm.
Only 2. So the one who the big signature was. Do you know the story on this?
John Hancock.
John, and why does he?
Because his signature was so big.
Why was his signature so big?
Something about liberty. I remember.
No, what he said was he signed it so big to make sure that King George could see it all the way from Great Britain. But who was the only other person who actually signed it on July 4th?
Who was it?
If you were to get this, I would be shocked, amazed, and I would fall
don't think
down
I
at your
could. So
feet.
just tell me.
What's that? Charles Thompson.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Oh,
know
that's the Supreme Court judge, right? The
I
first.
have no idea.
I
There was
think
actually the other 54 delegates signed over the course of the next month.
someone can fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure Charles Thompson was the original creator of how the judicial system worked.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you just had your
But did you
government
know?
class, so
Did you
maybe
know
you're
that
right.
one signer of the Declaration of Independence actually recanted his signature?
Oh, who was it?
Richard Stockton, a lawyer from New Jersey, became the only signer to recant his support of the revolution after he was captured by the British in November 1776 and thrown in jail. After years of abusive treatment and his recanting of loyalties, Stockton was released to find all of his property destroyed or stolen by the British. His library, one of the finest in the colonies, was burned to the ground.
I know, I read that. I was surprised.
So, yeah.
So I wonder though about the picture of isn't there the great painting of all the people signing the?
Oh, yeah. Well,
So-
but that was...
Well, I mean, but obviously that was either made up or a bunch of them came together at a later date to sign.
Right. Yeah. Over the course of the next month is what it said.
I know, but
But I
that
think that
painting,
was, yeah, the
you know,
painting.
that famous painting.
Correct.
So that's interesting. We have to.
We'll have to
I
find
have not
out
been to
more about
Philadelphia, so we're gonna. I want to get to the East Coast, so we're gonna have to go learn some stuff.
And your last one, Sam, just so you know that sometimes kids can get back at their teachers, okay? In 1958, a history teacher assigned a class assignment to redesign the national flag as both Alaska and Hawaii neared statehood. So Robert Heft, who was 16 at the time, designed a new flag using the old 48-star flag, and he bought $2.87 worth of blue cloth and white iron-on material. His design earned him a B-, to which he decided to challenge his grade by sending it to Washington, D.C. to be considered by President Dwight Eisenhower. And though he was one of thousands to submit a flag design, he was the only person who actually stitched together a flag and shipped it to D.C. And that flag of his was selected, that design was selected to be the new 50-star flag.
I love that. I think
and
that's
it became
great
official
story.
in 1960. And by the way, his grade was changed to an A after that. So.
Well, it darn well should have
It
been.
should have been, that's right.
By the way, if you have Disney Plus this weekend and you haven't watched Hamilton, to learn a lot about our country and the founding of our country, it is a fabulous movie. And yes, it's rapping, but it is amazing. Amazing, amazing story. And I was just thinking, you know, everybody has a favorite Christmas movie, but are there any favorite movies you love for 4th of July? I still remember going to see Independence Day on 4th of July many, many years ago. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
They're fighting the aliens,
Yes.
and Bill Pullman
Yes.
is the president, and
Well,
they
they even
kill
have a
the
picture. They even
aliens.
have a picture here of another one that has to do with Declaration of Independence, which is what's his name?
Oh.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
National Treasure.
I love National Treasure.
No, it's a good movie.
I love both of those movies.
Yeah.
They are
It
great.
hurts me to hear Nicolas Cage's name.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, but they are really fun
They
movies.
are
So,
fun.
if you have a favorite movie you like to watch this time of year, post it on the Facebook page. We'd love to see it. Even if you watch this later, be sure to share with us. I'll tell you,
And by the way, Epiphany folks, I want to thank you. After telling you how lonely I was feeling about doing my devotion, and it seemed like no one was watching it at the time that I do it, I want to thank those that sent in comments afterwards to say that you watched it and appreciated my devotion. So thank you very much. You made me feel a little less lonely by letting me know.
well, I have to tell you, I have a whole bunch of people that watch later. So I just know that.
But I had nobody watching me last night.
You know,
so thank you, those that watched it.
It is kind of
afterwards.
sad when you get on and you're waiting for somebody to pop up. So, and by the way, next Tuesday we'll have devotion 7 p.m.
Yep.
And we hope you'll join us because we will be taking a break in a couple weeks when we go on our trip. But we will have devotions the next 2 weeks, and I should be much better so that next week we'll be able to have devotions Tuesday through Thursday.
Yep.
And I plan to attend Wednesday live worship, which will be indoors next Wednesday. So
we need more jokes.
all right, some more jokes. So, but yes, I understand about feeling that way. What ghost haunted King George III?
What haunted King George III?
The spirit of 76.
Mmm.
What do our flag and a sad candy cane have in common?
What do our flag and a sad candy cane have in common?
They are both red, white, and blue.
Ah.
Why did the duck say bang?
Why did the duck say bang?
Because he was a fireworker. Who was the biggest joke? Well, they're jokes from reading.
I like it. I like it.
You
I
know?
like it.
The one was a little whatever, but who was the biggest jokester in George Washington's army?
Who was the biggest jokester in George Washington's army?
Laugh it. Was the Declaration of Independence written in Philadelphia? No, it was written in ink. Why doesn't fire get to enjoy a day off on the 4th of July?
Why is that?
Because fire works. What do you call an American revolutionary who draws cartoons?
What do you call an American revolutionary who draws cartoons?
That could be you, Samuel. A Yankee Doodler. Why were the first Americans like ants? Because they lived in
Colonies.
Colonies.
Oh, there we go.
Why did Paul Revere ride his horse from Boston to Lexington? Because the horse was too heavy to carry. Like, oh, that was a little bit dumb.
Okay.
What is the most popular sport on the 4th of July? No, it's not baseball. It's flag football.
Oh.
But speaking of which, if you're a Braves fan, the Braves are playing at home and they're having a huge weekend. I just read it.
And for everybody else, remember Game 6 of the Hawks and Bucks. Hawks need to win the next 2 games to go to the finals, but got to cheer on them Hawks. Hawks are down 3-2. Cheer on those Hawks tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's a big weekend of baseball. I don't know that trip up there, whatever.
Okay.
But,
speaking of baseball,
yes.
You know what do you tend to eat at baseball stadiums?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Do you know how many hot dogs get to be enjoyed on a typical July 4th?
Oh my, I can't even.
And Sam, do you have a guess on how many hot dogs do Americans enjoy on July 4th?
100 million.
150 million hot dogs.
I knew it had to be high.
For someone who's really not big on hot dogs, you do not know how disgusting that makes.
Well, that's almost half. That's a little less than half the country.
Yeah, that gives me a bit of a headache.
If half the country, almost half the country ate a hot dog.
Yeah.
I'll eat a hot dog, although I'd probably rather have a brat or a sausage. But I'll eat a hot dog. Especially with burnt. I like them burnt. I like them burnt.
So, Sam, how old was the youngest signer of the Declaration of Independence?
How old was the youngest signer?
Do you got a guess?
Probably.
I doubt you're going to know the names, but see if you know who they are.
I'm going to say. I'm going to guess I'm going to guess like an age range, not really an age. 20s.
They were in their 20s, yes. 26. Thomas Lynch Jr. and Edward Rutledge of South Carolina were only 26. Now, you should know who the oldest signer of the Declaration of Independence was.
He's very famous. He's known for a number of things.
George Washington? I mean, not George. No, I mean, Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin, yes.
Sorry.
He was 70 years old. And we were talking about fireworks. Do you know how far back fireworks dates as far as the celebration of July 4th?
Well, why, yes, I do, because I actually
read this
and looked at it. It was 1777 for the first anniversary of the founding of our country.
That's right, yep, in 1777. And John Adams wrote a letter to his wife that he wanted Independence Day to be celebrated with pomp, parade, shows, and illuminations on that. Although John Adams thought that Independence Day was supposed to be celebrated on July 2nd.
Oh.
So,
well, see, we're celebrating today.
And you know how much we spend on fireworks?
Oh, I can't even imagine.
$1 billion.
Well, I know Hannibal does a big job because they got that huge fire.
Although for us Lutherans, George Washington had it right.
What?
On the second anniversary of Independence Day in 1778, American troops were fighting the American Revolutionary War. And during that time, George Washington, for his soldiers to celebrate the holiday, ordered a double ration of rum. So there you go. So, for those rum drinkers out there, lift up a cup and celebrate July 4th with George Washington.
Okay, well, I won't be doing that. I mean, I like rum, but man,
anyway,
I'd put it in a pina. Well, no, I didn't want a pina colada. I don't even know what. Rum goes in some Caribbean style.
Rum and Coke.
No,
Rum and Coke.
No.
Rum and Coke.
Not for me.
So.
No, I have another drink, but I don't know what. It's been a while.
Well, I have 2 more facts, so you can either share some jokes before my.
Well, I was just gonna say, no, you reminded me of my hometown. So Hannibal is unofficially named America's hometown because of Mark Twain it being his boyhood home.
Yes.
And so probably started yesterday or the day before, throughout this weekend, there will be everything from fence painting contest, of which my little nephew Henry will be in this year, to the parade with the Hannibal High School band wearing their thatched hats and their Tom Sawyer and Becky Thatcher looking outfits, to a carnival, to a frog jumping contest because Mark Twain wrote the book, The Jumping Frogs of Calaveras County. I don't even know where that is in California. Right. Calaveras, we'll have to find it, but to river raft races down the Mississippi River, to the Cannibal Run, which goes up a massively big, more than a hill, but it's massively big, to ice cream socials and pet contests. So, tomboy fence painting contests. So we're missing all the fun.
Yes.
And I'm a little sad, but still, it's the 4th of July, so celebrate wherever you're at in whatever way, whatever fashion you can celebrate.
So do you want to do your jokes
Yeah,
first, or
just,
I got two more facts?
I'll just give a few jokes. You give two facts, and then it'll be time for Samuel.
Yep.
What protest by a group of dogs occurred in 1772? The Boston Flea Party. Did you hear the one about the Liberty Bell? Yeah, it cracked me up. What did the little firecracker say to the bigger firecracker?
What did they say?
Hi, Pop. What did a patriot put on his dry skin? Revolution. What did the firecracker eat at the movies?
Popcorn.
And what did, let me see if there's any good one. Oh yeah, there's a couple more. What did Polly the parrot want for July, for the 4th of July? A firecracker. Polly wanted a firecracker. Which colonist told the most jokes? Pennsylvanians. What do you call an American drawing? A Yankee Doodle. What is red, white, blue, and green? A seasick Uncle Sam. And the last one is, what did one flag say to the other flag?
Nothing, he just waved.
It just waved. And that is my 4th of July jokes from Reader's Digest.
So here's the thing, even though we've been celebrating 4th of July for a long time now, well, since the beginning, it did not become a federal holiday until
100 years later.
1870. 1870. But my fact that I actually had before Mary brought these up for me, that I actually knew, is what happened. What two people died? Sam, do you know what two people died on the 50th anniversary
Oh, yes.
of July 4th? And I'll add one more fact to this. Any idea?
I know one. Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. Thomas Jefferson, who wrote the Declaration of Independence, and John Adams, who was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence,
Very
died
appropriate
on
they
July
died.
4th, 1826.
Very appropriate.
And famous last words, the famous last words of Thomas Jefferson was, he looked up and says, Adams still lives. Which is only interesting because what he could not have known, because there weren't telephones or radios or anything like that back then, is John Adams had died 2 hours before that.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of, did you know, okay, I don't know the exact time, alright, but you know when, like, there was the whole entire huge migration of, like, people from Europe over to America, like, from Italy and Ireland? That was actually really the time where Thanksgiving became a national holiday. Same thing with Christmas as well.
And speaking of July 4th, not in terms of death days, for Epiphany Lutheran folks, make sure you wish a happy birthday to Greg Potratz, who has his birthday on July 4th.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Happy birthday, Greg.
So, all right.
All right.
Sam, you got a song for us?
Oh yeah, I do. I didn't realize you were doing it this quick.
Actually, it's not a patriotic song for you tonight. So, but,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, we could have done My Country 'Tis the Thee. We didn't do it.
Oh yeah, I could have done that.
Actually, we got inspired today because Christopher, with his last day of camp, they ended up singing this song at the worship service, and then Sam took it and added something to it. And Sam, go with us and talk about it.
We're doing Sanctuary tonight, but I kind of combined it a little bit together with Amazing Love. It's nothing like too much, but I think it sounds really, really nice, and I think it'll come out really, really good.
Okay.
So you guys ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we're gonna let you sing for the most part.
Oh yeah, but
Because you got all.
I want you guys to
Okay.
sing along with me.
All
Don't worry,
right,
the words
all
aren't
right,
hard.
all
You'll
right.
know them all. Sanctuary, pure and holy. love, I know it's true, and it's my joy to honor you in all I do, to honor you. Praise and love, how can it be that you, my King, would die for me? Praise and love, I know it's true, and it's my joy to honor you in all I do. Honor you. All I do, honor you. All I do, honor you.
Thank you, Sam.
I wasn't even typing on that part.
And now
We get the most.
it's time for Christopher. So Christopher's song that he chose tonight is actually, and we'll talk to him about it. It's actually from Jonah, a VeggieTales movie, and the song is sung when Jonah is in the belly of the whale, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the whale, an entire angelic choir comes up to encourage him to be able to repent and to be able to come and do things. So, and it's called Second Chances, which he'll tell you about in just a moment. But I figure I'd give you some background for it before we listen to it. So, is it time for Christopher to sing?
Yeah.
Christopher, come sit down. Can you say hi to everyone?
Hey everyone,
So, Christopher, what song are we going to sing tonight?
better second chances.
Christopher, what movie is Second Chances on from?
Jonah Vegel's movie.
Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. So, are we ready to sing Second Chances?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's a good gospel song.
Oh, we got an ad.
Oh, we have an ad first, okay? We got to deal with an ad first, okay? Is that okay?
Okay.
Hold on just a minute.
You're feeling pretty blue. You didn't do what God requested. Oh, yeah, I've been moving too. If I was gonna be done to stay, this ain't a pretty picture, no. I said it ain't a pretty sight, no. You ran from God this morning, and you're well
Yay, Christopher! Good job! Thank you so much, Christopher.
Good job, bro.
Thank you. You're
Oh,
welcome.
he's so happy.
All right.
He's so happy.
Well, have a great 4th, everyone. Just remember, Epiphany folks, we got services at 8:30 and 11. So, if you've been vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask, although we do ask you to continue to wear a mask while you sing, but otherwise, come on in. So,
And our first indoor worship in our sanctuary will be at 10 a.m. Again, if you are vaccinated, no need to wear a mask, but we do ask people to keep distance, especially if you're going to be singing. And the last 2 rows we're going to leave open for those who would like to keep distance from other people. It may not be marked because we don't want to. We'll put some rope there, and if you'd like to sit there, just let the ushers know that. So we'll have service at 10. But at 9:40, my hair's going to be sprayed. I got to remember to go buy my dye tomorrow. So because we raised over $800 for the Hunger Walk this year, I said that anybody who shows up, the kids, anybody else who shows up, can spray paint my hair. It'll be red, white, and blue, and I'll have my hair that way for worship, and I may leave it that way for the rest of the day. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. But that'll be at 9:40. Anybody wants to come watch, take pictures, I gotta see if I can get a stencil. I don't need a big stencil. I'm looking for a stencil of a star to put on there. So if somebody's got a stencil of a star, put it up here if you could bring it someday. Otherwise, I'll look for one tomorrow. But that will be at 9:40. Worship will be first time in sanctuary since March 15th, 2020. It'll be our first worship inside of our sanctuary. We will still have it. Hopefully, you'll be able to. We have had a few people want to listen to it outside, and those who don't feel comfortable sitting in the sanctuary can sit in our fellowship hall. We hope we're working on getting that connected. So I hope that we'll have a way to do that, but we'll see how that all comes together. So anyway. That's what we're working on. If it's not all perfect Sunday, we'll keep working on it.
all right.
So that's it for announcements. We hope, yes, especially for those of you we won't see for 4th of July. Wait, what's Samuel got to say?
Oh, well, no, okay. So I accidentally announced this last week because I thought I was going to be at Epiphany last week, but I'm going to be there this week, so we're doing it this week. At Epiphany, we're doing the GoPro systems on Sunday. We're going to be doing one stream that's going to be the GoPros, and the other stream is going to be normal, just like on-phone camera stream, just in case, like the GoPro one glitches out. But for anyone, whether you're at St. John or Epiphany, if you could join that and just help tell me some different things about it while it's going on, because I'll be able to monitor the comments while it's happening. I'd love to have you guys join and give me some feedback on it and just how it's going.
Great. All right.
And hopefully we'll be moving into that in the near future. For now, we'll be live streaming it on Facebook on our St. John Facebook page, and it'll be put on YouTube later in the week. But for those of you who won't be with us Sunday, we wish you a happy and wonderful 4th of July. Be careful of those firecrackers. Don't get hurt by them, and enjoy wherever you may be, whatever you may be doing. Let us celebrate the independence of our great country.
All right. So, the Lord bless you and keep you.
The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you.
The Lord look upon you with favor.
And give you peace. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. You do it the wrong way. Actually, I should say the wrong. No, you do it the Eastern. You do it the Orthodox way.
Good
All right.
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.